Hello there, my name is Peter Thompson and this DVD is about one of the myths of golf, and this particular myth is people try and have a different swing for a pitch shot than they do for a normal shot, and you don't need to. You simply don't need to. Think about the word pitch. I've asked thousands of people that I teach what does it mean, and initially they say the ball is pitched with a pitching wedge. Well, the word pitch actually means where the ball lands with any golf club. With any golf club, even a driver, the ball is pitched somewhere, and then because it's a driver it will tend to land and roll. But the word pitch is where the ball physically lands. For example, this is a putter, about 4 degrees of loft, 3-4 degrees of loft, designed specifically to hit the ball more or less along the ground. The ball lifts a fraction, then it skids, then it rolls with the putter, but basically it hits the ball along the ground because of the loft. So if I hit the ball with this putter, you can see it didn't roll along the mat, it just pitched a couple of inches above the mat. This is a 7-iron and about 30 degrees of loft with exactly the same swing. The ball now goes into the net higher and it would land and pitch and then roll. This is a sand wedge, about 50-60 degrees of loft, and with exactly the same swing the ball now will go very high, then land and then stop fairly quickly. The swing was the same. To prove to one of my younger pupils, Morgan, he's 16, 17 years of age, I got him to hit golf balls off a tee peg with this putter, and he hit the golf ball to the end of the driving range, which is about 200 yards. Behind these doors we have a lovely driving range, and he could hit the ball with the putter 200 yards. I got him to do that to prove to him that with a putter, with your normal swing, the ball pitch at about 100 yards, 120 yards, going very, very low, and then it will roll the rest of the way. He wasn't sure why I was showing him this, but now he is sure, because he now approaches every shot with the same swing to hit the ball forward, so the ball pitches somewhere. His handicap's gone down from 23 down to 1, and I think he may go lower. 23 to 1. Very impressive. Another young man that I taught, he went down from a 7 handicap down to +1, and he was a very avid practicer. He just loved practicing hitting golf balls, but he only practiced with a pitching wedge or a sand wedge. So he'd hit the ball would go in the air, obviously, pitch and then stop. But he's trying to pitch the ball on the green all the time, and he went down from 7 to +1 by just practicing a wedge and a sand wedge. He worked out in his head if he couldn't hit the ball properly with a pitching wedge or a sand wedge, then he probably couldn't with any other golf clubs. That was his attitude, his mindset, and it worked very, very well. Same swing there, same swing. Let's have a look on my computer screen. We're going to look at Tiger Woods. hitting a driver and a pitching wedge. Nice slow motion swings, good quality swings. On the right hand side is a pitching wedge, and at the top of the backswing the shaft angle to the ground is about 36 degrees. Left hand side we have a driver, and I'm going to stop him in the swing with his driver when the shaft angle is 36 degrees. Round about there. Now there are differences in the swing. The main differences being feet wider with the driver, ball position slightly different, but the crucial thing is the swing is the same. I think these two swings were taken in the same round, he's wearing the same clothes. So with the driver, angle is the same as with the pitching wedge. With the driver, however, he will carry on going back on the same line, and the club will keep on going back. So now the club will go back quite a lot further, but on the same line. So driver, pitching wedge, same swing. Shot on the right maybe goes 100 yards, 120 yards. On the left, no, in tiger between 280 and 300 yards. Well, now just bring him down to the impact position. In both cases. So ball taking off, ball taking off. I'm going to draw another line now down his left arm, and the same with the driver. And we can see now quite clearly that the shaft angle at one part of the swing with the driver and the pitching wedge was the same, and in impact it's again virtually the same. His left arm is leading the shaft. Left arm leading the shaft. One of his secrets was all shots the left arm must lead the shaft until the ball's gone, and that's what it's doing. This is a few years ago now, but still the same movement, still the same swing. Same swing, longer follow through, more club head speed. So he used the same swing, went back further with the driver, but the same swing, and the driver would pitch maybe 270 yards and then roll a bit, and the pitching wedge pitch maybe 110 yards and stop. But it's the same swing. If you think about it for a little while and think about the word pitch, every shot you need to pitch on the ground. And then you need to decide, do you want the ball to pitch and run, pitch and stop? Then you would choose the golf club accordingly. Shots around the green, onto the green, work out where you want to pitch the ball, and then do you want to pitch the ball and then the ball roll, or pitch the ball and the ball stops. That will tell you what club to use. Lob wedge through to a putter sometimes, but the pitch is where the ball lands. Sometimes, even with the driver, Great golfers will choose where they want the ball to pitch. Sometimes they'll try it a little longer with the driver,
Peter Thompson
pitch on the downslope.
and
This TVD is about one of the
they want to pitch
myths
the
of
ball,
golf, maybe with a 3-wood,
and
so they don't
this
pitch the ball
particular
in
myth
rolls
is
too far. But they're always thinking,
people
will always try and have a different
going to pitch
swing. They don't then change their swings. Pitch shot,
Believe me, they don't.
and they do for
They have
a
the same swing,
normal shot.
and they decide
And
where
they
does the
don't
ball
need
pitch,
to.
and then
You
they
simply don't need to.
choose the club accordingly.
Think about the word
So
pitch.
that's what I think you should be thinking about.
I've asked pitch shots, thousands of people, drives, 7
I
irons,
teach what
same
does it
swing.
mean, and
Where do
initially
you want the ball to
they
pitch?
say
The ball
I
is
hope you enjoy
pitched
this.
with a
I think
pitching
you
wedge. Will probably benefit
Well, the
from
word
this.
pitch
By just thinking
actually
about
means
the word pitch
where
it
the
isn't
ball
just
lands.
with a pitching wedge. With any golf club, you have a
any
pitchfork,
golf club,
even
in
a
your
driver.
pocket,
The
and
ball is
you
pitched
should do
somewhere.
will
Then go to the green with the ball
because
pitched
it's
the driver.
and you will then
tend to land and
pitch mark.
and roll.
If the hole
The
was
word pitch is where the ball
300
physically
yards long,
lands.
downhill,
For example,
fancy your chances, you might take out a driver and hit it as hard as you can, and it might go flying through the air. This is
land
a
on
putter.
the green and make about
Pitch mark.
4
4 degrees of loft,
So you still
3-4 degrees of loft.
designed
Designed
specifically
specifically
driver
to
hit
hit a
the
very
ball
high tee,
more or less along the
lake.
lake. The hole was about
The ball
280 yards long,
and he
then it
pitched the
skids
ball on
then
the
he
green,
rolls with the
10 feet
putter
from the hole,
and hold the putt.
but basically
Fantastic
he
shot.
hit the ball
He
on the
knew
ground
he could pitch
because
the ball
of the
with
loft.
driver
So if I hit
over
the
the
ball
lake,
with this
he just
putter,
went for it and he achieved it. Fantastic shot.
you can see it didn't roll
So
along
that's
the
where
mat,
pitch.
it just pitched a couple of inches, same swing, above the mat.
Where do you want the ball to land? Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.
This is a
Hello there.
7-iron. My name is Peter Thompson,
And about 30 degrees
this
of loft.
DVD is about one of the myths of golf
With
exactly the same swing.
And this particular myth is
People
the ball now
try and have a different
swing
swing
into the net for a
higher,
pitch shot. They would land and
than they
pitch
do for a
and then roll.
normal shot.
And you don't
This
need
is a
to. Sand wedge. Simply don't need
About
to.
56 degrees of loft, and with exactly
Think
the same
about the
swing.
word pitch.
The ball now, I've asked thousands of
go
people, very high, that I teach what does it mean, and initially,
And then
they
stop.
say
Fairly
the
quick.
ball is pitched with a pitching
swing
wedge.
was the same.
Well, the word pitch actually means
prove
where the ball lands.
One of my younger pupils,
with any golf club,
Morgan, he's 16, 17
with
years
any
of
golf
age.
club, even a driver,
I got him to hit
the ball
golf
is
balls
pitched
somewhere
off a tee bag
and
with this
then
putter,
because it's a
and
driver,
he hit the
it will
golf
tend
ball
to land and
to the end of the
roll.
driving range.
Which
The
is
word
about
pitch
200
is where
yards
the ball
behind these doors,
physically
below the driving
lands.
range. And
For example,
he hit the ball with
the putter 200 yards. I got him to do that to prove to him that with a putter, this is a putter,
your
normal swing,
about
the ball pitch
4 degrees
at
of
about
loft,
100 yards,
3-4 degrees of
120
loft,
yards, going very, very low,
designed
and then it will roll the
specifically
rest of the way
to hit the ball.
He wasn't sure why I was showing him this.
The ball,
But now he is
just
sure,
a fraction,
because he now
then it skids,
approaches
then he rolls
every shot
with
putter
with the same swing to
he
hit the ball
basically
forward.
it hits
So the ball
on the ground
pitches
because of the
somewhere.
loft. So if I hit the ball with
His
this
handicap's
putter,
gone down from 23 down to 1.
you can see it
And
didn't
I think he made
roll
it
along
better.
the mat, it just pitched a couple
23
of
to 1.
inches above the mat. Very impressive.
Another young man that I taught, this is a 7-iron. He went down from a 7
And
handicap
about
down to
30
plus
degrees
1,
of loft.
and he was a very avid practicer. He just loved practicing
With
hitting
exactly
golf
the same
balls,
swing.
but he only practiced with a pitching wedge or a sand wedge. So he'd hit the ball now, or go in the air, obviously, goes
Pitch into the net.
and then stop.
Higher,
But he's
They
trying to
would
pitch
land
the
and
ball on the
pitch
green all the time
and then roll.
And he went down from 7 to plus 1. This is
I
a
just
sand wedge,
practicing
a
about
wedge and a sand
56
wedge.
degrees of loft.
He worked
And
with
in
his head.
exactly the same swing,
He couldn't hit the ball properly.
the ball
pitching
now,
wedge or a sand wedge that he probably couldn't with
Will
any other
go
golf clubs.
very
That's his
high,
attitude,
then
his
land,
mindset, and it worked very, very
and
well.
then stop.
Same swing
Very
though.
quickly.
Same swing.
The swing
Was the same.
Let's have a look on my computer screen
To prove to one of my younger pupils, Morgan, he's 16, 17 years of age.
We're going to look
I
at
got him to hit golf
Tiger
balls
Woods.
off a tee peg with this putter, and he hit the golf ball to the end of the driving range, which is about
Hitting
200
a
yards.
driver and a pitching wedge.
driving range, and he could hit the ball with the putter 200 yards.
Nice slow
I
motion
got him to do
swings.
that
We
to
call it a
prove to
swings.
him that with the putter,
On the right hand side is a pitching
your
wedge.
normal swing, the
And at the
top
top of the
pitch
backswing,
at about 100 yards, 120 yards, going very, very low, and then it will roll the rest of the way. He wasn't sure why I was showing you this,
is about
but now he is sure, because he now
degrees.
approaches every shot
Left-hand
with
side,
the same
we
swing
have a driver.
to hit the ball forward, so the ball pitches somewhere.
And I'm going to stop
His
him
handicap's gone down from 23
in the swing
down to
his driver
1. And I think he
when the
made it
shaft
clear.
angle is
23 to 1.
degrees.
Very impressive. Another young man that I taught, he went down from a 7 handicap down to +1, and he was a very avid practicer.
Round about
he
there.
just loved practicing hitting golf balls, but he only
Now, there are
practiced with
differences
a
in the
pitching
swing.
wedge or a sand wedge.
The main difference
So
is
hit
being
the ball, feet wider with the
ball
driver,
yeah.
obviously, pitch,
ball position
and then
slightly
stop.
different.
But he's
But
trying to pitch the
crucial
ball on the
thing
green
is
all the time.
The swing is the
and
same.
he went
I
down
think
from
these two swings
7
were
to
taken in the
+1
same rounds as well
by
in
just
close.
practicing a wedge
The
with a sand
driver.
wedge.
He angles the
Would.
same.
Out in his head,
So with a pitching
if
wedge
he couldn't
with
hit
the
the ball
driver,
properly,
however,
the pitching wedge
he will carry
or
on
sand wedge, then he
going
probably
back on
couldn't
the
with any
same
other
line.
golf clubs. That was his
Club will
attitude,
keep on going back.
his mindset,
So
and
now
it
the
worked
club
very,
will
very
go
well.
back.
Same swing
A
there,
lot further,
same swing.
but on the same line.
Let's have a look
So
on my
driver,
computer screen.
pitching wedge, same swing. Shot on the right, maybe it goes 100 yards, 120 yards. On the left, we're going to look at Tiger Woods, 280 and 300 yards. We'll now just bring him down to the impact position, hitting a driver and a pitching wedge. Nice slow motion swings, good quality swings. On the right hand side is a pitching wedge, and at the top of the backswing, so ball taking off, I'm going to draw another line. The shaft angle to the ground
Down
is
his
left
left
arm 36 degrees, and the same with the left hand side. We have a driver, and I'm going to stop him. You can see now quite clearly in the swing that the shaft angle, one part of the swing when the shaft angle pitching wedge was the same, 36 degrees. And in impact, it's again virtually the same. His left arm is leading the shaft. Left arm leading the shaft. So one of his secrets was all shots, the left arm must lead the shaft until the ball's gone, and that's what it's doing. Now there are differences in the swing. This is a few years ago now. The main difference is being feet wider with the driver. Still the same movement, still the same swing, slightly different. But the crucial thing is the swing is the same. I think these two swings were taken in the same rounds, as we're in the same close. So with the driver, same swing, longer follow through, the same club head speed. As with the pitching wedge with the driver, however, he will carry on going back on the same line, and the club will keep on going back. So now the club will go back quite a lot further, but on the same line.